Jackie Robinson. Introduction. African Americans play a big part in professional sports today. For many years, however, black athletes weren't allowed to play with white athletes. One African American, Jackie Robinson, changed all that. His courage made him a baseball hero and a champion for equal rights. The early years. Jack Roosevelt Robinson was born into a poor Georgia family in 1919. In college, he was a star on his school's football, track, basketball, and baseball teams. His family had little money, however. He left college in 1941 to help support his family and did not finish school. Taking a stand. In December 1941, the United States entered a war. Like many young men at the time, Robinson was called up to serve in the U.S. Army. One day, he and a group of soldiers got on an army bus. The bus was segregated. White soldiers sat in the front and black soldiers in the back. Yet Robinson knew he was as good a soldier as the white man. He would not move to the back. Robinson was arrested, but many people defended him. He was a good soldier who had only stood up for what was right. In the end, he was found not guilty. Guilty. You're hired. After his time in the Army, Robinson played baseball in 1945. However, baseball was segregated too. White and black athletes played in separate leagues. Robinson felt that baseball leagues should not be separate based on race. So did Branch Rickey, the man who ran the Brooklyn Dodgers. Rickey wanted the Dodgers to be the first white team to include a black player. Rickey knew that this player would not only have to be a great athlete, he would also have to face abuse because of his race. Rickey hired Robinson. He had one condition, though Robinson could not respond to any of the abuse. Instead, Robinson would fight prejudice by playing great baseball. Number 42 takes the field. Jackie Robinson began by playing for the Dodgers minor league team. On the road, he could not stay in the same hotels as the rest of the team. Other minor league teams would not play because of Robinson pitchers on other teams threw the ball at him. Even some of the men on his own team didn't want to play with him. None of this abuse stopped Robinson. He played well enough to move up to the Dodgers the next year. Wearing number 42, he took the field on April 15, 1947, before a crowd of 26,000 people. The stands were full when Robinson picked up his baseball bat. baseball bat. The crowd watched as he walked to the plate. Insults rang out from the other team's dugout. The words hurt, but Robinson did not respond. He let his bat do the talking. The Dodgers earned a victory that day not only over Boston, but also over prejudice. Robinson forced many people who thought less of African Americans to think again. Robinson went on to have a great in career. In 1949, he was voted most valuable valuable player in the league. He was a fast runner who led the league in stolen bases. In 1962, Robinson became the first African American to get into the Baseball Hall, Hall of Fame. Beyond baseball, after Robinson stopped playing baseball in 1957, he went into business. He became the first black vice president of a U.S. national company. He also became a civil rights leader. He continued to work for equal rights for all people until his death in 1972. Today, in the United States, more people of color play in the world of sports than ever before. We all have number 42 to thank for that.